maybe a break tonight in the case of that lotto winner who dropped dead of cyanide poisoning. Word the guy's wife put together the food for his final meal, but she didn't eat any. Only he did. Remember, investigators say somebody poisoned this man one day after he cashed in that ticket worth $1 million before taxes. Officials first ruled he died of natural causes, but later tests showed they were wrong. And here's the guy's wife. According to MyFox Chicago, a police source says the guy got violently ill after he ate dinner, which she had made for him. The source says neither the wife nor the daughter had anything, not a bite. But police have not said that either person is a suspect. Of course, nobody's ever a suspect anymore. Trace Gallagher's with us tonight. Trace, the family clearly thinks the wife did it.
Yeah, and the family says they're not pointing fingers yet, Shep. That's right after the family begins pointing fingers, mostly at the wife, Arooj Khan's wife. Of course, they have accused her of trying to cash that lottery check very quickly, shortly after he died. Of course, she failed to do that. And because there was no will, the family has already filed court papers to make sure that Khan's 17-year-old daughter gets half of the estate, including the lottery money. And as for who poisoned Arooj Khan, the brother said this. Listen.
Like I said, the nature of the investigation, I cannot point finger, but like it's very simple matter. There's nobody in the house. It's only three people, and only husband and wife was upstairs bedroom, and nature of the cause cyanide.
Only the husband and the wife were there. The police have not yet ruled out that the lottery money was, in fact, the motive for the murder. We should also point out that Khan's father-in-law owed $120,000 in back taxes. Shep.
They've been talking for days now about digging up the body. Is that happening?
Yeah, I mean, the examiner doesn't know, medical examiner doesn't know exactly when the body will be exhumed, but they're hoping that the autopsy will be completed by Friday, the latest. Now, Arooj Khan's wife says that she's very eager to find out the truth about exactly how her husband died. The first thing the autopsy will look at is what was in his stomach, if his last meal truly was poison. Now, remember, cyanide can be swallowed, inhaled, or injected, and legal experts say the autopsy could be surprising. Listen.
We were all assuming that it was something that was prepared at dinner, put into his meal, and then he died several hours later. It's possible that that isn't what happened. It's possible he had another meal or somebody else had access to him and gave him the cyanide. So that's also evidence that may or may not come forward in the autopsy.
Interesting today when the judge ruled the body could be exhumed, not a single member of the Khan family objected to that ruling. Shep.
Trace Gallagher live in Los Angeles. Thanks.